Do you want some more?
It's Sunday night in a busy Edmonton club, and local reggae band Soulja Fire are packing the dance floor with their irresistible sound.
I wanna love you and treat you right. I wanna love you.
With 2 albums to their credit and a very loyal fan base, Soulja Fire are simply the hottest reggae act in Western Canada. Janaya Ellis is the band's lead singer and songwriter. It's been kind of a strange journey for Ellis. She was born in Edmonton and grew up in Fort Saskatchewan at a time when reggae really wasn't on the map for most kids her age. In 2002, Ellis took her love of music and, with a rather motley crew of musicians, created a solid reggae band, something Edmonton hasn't seen since the 1980s. I spoke to Janaya about her influences, what reggae means to her, and how her band keeps their fans coming back for more.
All right, Blaze and Storm, let's go. I know a lot of Metallica and Def Leppard, actually, and like it. But reggae was, I guess, a small percentage of the collection that my dad had. He had lots of calypso and soca and pan, but Buffalo Soldier was the one that hooked me. He had it on a mixtape, and we used to rewind that a lot in the car, so yeah. Reggae, it's the only music that I can say just is in me. I don't know how to explain it. It's just I think everyone has a moment where they realize hopefully everybody gets to that moment where they realize what it is that they need to do. And reggae music has something that just pulls at my soul, and I just need to do it. Growing up in a West Indian home, it wasn't unusual for us to hear reggae at the parties. I mean, the steel band used to play at till 2 a.m. parties when we were 8 and 9 years old, and the DJ used to play a lot of reggae, and I just liked the bass, and I liked the thump that went right down into your gut, and just the way that people were just chilling on the wall and just looking at the room. And I just remember we felt safe, we felt good. And reggae, number 1, is a music with a message, and number 2, it just goes deep into your insides. And once you love it, that's what you love. The music industry, or this business, is at the core of it a person-to-person relationship. We've made friends and real friendships with some of our fans, and they bring their friends, and it's just a network of good energy and a network of good feelings. And so I don't think it would really matter what type of music I was playing. Although reggae speaks to a loving culture, people feel really good when they leave the show, but I think it's because they came with their friends, they heard a positive message. It's not bubblegum stuff, it's the real deal. It's about life and the way things are on Earth. And it doesn't matter that it's reggae, it's something that brings people together.
Soulja Fire is taking it up to the next level.
They say that the acorn doesn't fall far from the tree. While Janaya Ellis and friends rock the house with their reggae sound, her father Earl Ellis has a different vibe, the steel pan music that forms the basis of calypso. Earl was born and raised in Trinidad. He came to Canada more than 40 years ago, teaching school in a number of small towns across Alberta before settling in Fort Saskatchewan to raise a family. He now lives in Sherwood Park and leads the Pepperseed Steel Orchestra. It's a 15-piece band made up of friends and his music students. On any given Saturday afternoon in the summer, on this quiet street in the suburbs of Sherwood Park, you can hear the sounds of calypso coming from Earl's garage, which also doubles as his rehearsal space. I chatted with Earl about his music, and I was particularly interested in the steel pan. I'm always amazed that you can get such a lovely sound out of what is essentially a sawed-off oil barrel. I was also amazed to learn that a steel band is tuned and arranged just like a symphony orchestra, and that Earl has arranged Beethoven and Mozart for his band. Clearly, the steel pan is more than just some kind of kooky drum.
Well, my music go way back. From the very time I was a kid, I was always interested in music. I played a little bit of guitar when I first came to Canada. I bought myself a guitar and I bought myself a book and I taught myself music. My first exposure was in Saskatchewan. Of course, Saskatchewan is a type of a province where country and western music was the thing of the time, and I really enjoyed that. And from there, moved to Alberta, and from there on, it just mushroomed. Met a few people who knew about the steel drums, and we got involved, and we organized groups and this type of thing, and that's how my group was formed. It originated from the oil drum. So that's why it was initially called a steel drum. But now it's the steel pan because it has progressed to such a degree now where it's being played in concert halls and, churches and, symphonies and this type of thing. So it's really it's the steel pan. And it is designed as the concert band. It has the first string concert band, you have the tenor pan, the first line, you have the double second, you have the cello pan, you have the bass pan, you have the guitar pan, you have the quadraphonic pan. So each one really aligned with the symphony orchestra, so to speak. As I say, it's a very sophisticated instrument right now.
People are often surprised to find out that Edmonton has a reggae band, not to mention a steel orchestra. Well, we have country, punk, hip-hop, bluegrass, folk, and metal bands in Edmonton, so why not reggae and calypso? It's always cool to find something like that in your own backyard, and, as the Jamaican expression goes, each one teach one. For RadioActive, this is Mick Sleeper.